What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with another seasonal championship, and once again, someone had fun with the naming. It's called Rally and Camaro-Raderie. That is, yes. We have to use an S1 class Camaro. If the name didn't give it away, I'm not exactly sure if you paid attention, but in case you didn't know, we have to use a Camaro in the S1 class. What I wanted to use was the Camaro Exorcist, but that's not available at the auto show, so instead I chose the Camaro ZL1 from 2017. You can either buy it or win it in the trial. If the trial is too hard, then just buy it. It's not very expensive. Tuning share code for it is in the description, as always. And we are jumping right into it here. This is quite the monster, especially with the tune and the wide body kit and the massive tires. It's quite the brutal car, man. I really have to say, it's quite the machine here that we bring to the race. You can probably even use that for cross country if you feel the need. But this is, I don't know, like, look at it. Look at it go. Not the greatest on the road. And the car's making quite the mess of it. Braking so we don't run into the back of them. I like the flames out of the exhaust. Now we're going past, forcing our way through. That's exactly the Camaro style. Look at our car. And you know, that's what we do. We force our way through here. But this machine, man, it's fun. I like it. Is that back onto the road? Yeah, it is. That's a lot of road for a dirt race, but you know. And for off-road tires as well. Yeah, I struggle more with it, I feel like. Going on the road with off-road tires or with rally tires, they struggle a little bit more. Sliding all over the place, so that really allowed us to get the lead very fast. Let's just drive in the dirt instead, shall we? God, that monster, man. That checkpoint cutting was quite optimistic, I will admit. Get another one here. That one wasn't as optimistic, it was just right through the flag. Uh-oh. Oh, nearly into the wall. Actually, it already counted as drift tap. Some call it skill and a drift tap, others call it we were braking too late. You can be the judge of it. Although I may have given away the solution already, so who knows? I don't really know, like... This game is probably played by people that like cars, I will make that assumption. But what I'm wondering, like, do you look at this car and think, oh, what a monster, this is really cool, or do you think, well, that's a little over the top? Who would enjoy such a car? Please give me my Tesla and my Starbucks coffee and get out of the way. So I'm not entirely sure who plays this. Do people that enjoy a car like this play this game, or is it more like the other side? Who knows these things, right? Judging by the dialogues in this game, the latter is true, and we should all grab a Starbucks coffee and drive an electric vehicle, but... On the other hand, my rant about the extreme e-cars in 2022 was probably the most successful I've ever done on this game, and that certainly wasn't too flavory for electric vehicles. Although, to be fair, it wasn't about electric vehicles, it was about these extreme e-cars and the seasonal championships that came along with it, which were absolutely obnoxious. Feel free to rewatch it if you like. That was horrible. I think it was like July and August 2022. If you need a reference time. Awful, awful championships. Absolutely awful. So that's 20 points, well. That isn't awful. That is actually pretty good. And gets us into race number 2 on a good start. If we can find it, at least. Where is it? There it is. Can you? No, I won't say it. I won't say it, or else I get flagged for political content. So I just shut up. The Exorcist is really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I should make a video with it. Because it's a cool car. I like cool cars. Switcheroo maneuver. Goodbye. Triple overtake. Does it count as triple overtake? Of course not. Oh, we should brake. We should brake! Oh, that could have gone wrong. Now we make use of our off-road tires and just lunge into that corner way faster than them. Drifting into their side. Yes, we get in front of them and that's it. Race over. We take the lead too fast to explain much about the overtakes. Should use a more modest approach. One sign of modesty would be not saying, oh, we take the lead too fast, we're so good, that we drive into the wall. That backfired quickly, didn't it? We should race more with cars like this. Some off-road monster thing. Imagine you roll up to McDonald's in this. I mean, some people do that, right? They drive around in cars like this. Without any modesty at all. This, like, I was just talking about modesty and now I'm realizing we are driving this. What modesty are we talking about? This is the opposite of modesty. This is get out of my way. Here I come, burning 15 liters of fuel for every 10 kilometers that you're driving. Sorry, Americans, I have no idea how your gallon thing works. I don't even know, like, what a high fuel consumption in American standards is, because I don't know how the whole system works. I know you speak about gallons of fuel, and that's where my knowledge ends, unfortunately. I also know you speak about miles. Miles per gallon, that's your... I think miles per gallon is what you use. And I think the more miles you drive per gallon, the better it is. So with the Americans, it's more is better, and with the Europeans, or the rest of the world basically, it's less is better. So you want to use less fuel per 100 kilometers. And with the Americans, you want to make more miles per gallon. I think that's how it works, right? Someone please confirm, but it's something that would make sense to me. But I don't know how many miles you should be making per gallon, so this one will probably make infinitely less. And then you have electric vehicles, where you're lucky if they last the race. Although to be fair, there is no charge in this game, so you can just drive them forever, which is good. I actually had an electric Mini as a test vehicle, or not really a test, as a replacement vehicle while my car was at the repair shop for inspection. So I got an electric Mini as a replacement vehicle, and it was in winter. It was incredibly cold. It was like minus 10 degrees. And I had to drive a Mini from the repair shop to my home, and then the next day from home to work, and from work back to the repair shop to pick up my car again. And all in all, that's probably 30, 60, 90, about 100 kilometers, all in all. And the car was draining energy so fast, and the electric Mini really doesn't last very long anyway. It's such a small capacity. And because it was incredibly cold, it was losing even more. And I was driving to work just to make sure it lasts me, because I didn't know where to charge it. I had no possibility to charge the thing. So I thought, okay, I have to get to work, I have to get back to the garage, I have to get back home. And on the way home already, it was using so much energy that on my way to work the next day, I was just tapping the accelerator ever so slightly, accelerating slowly. And I turned off the heater, turned off everything. And I was freezing to death in that car. It was horrible. And then on the way back to the repair shop, the last couple of kilometers, that never happened. See, that's what happens when you don't focus, because you're telling a story. That's exactly what happens. This stuff. Whatever, ignore it. Ignore the race. We're telling a story. So on the way back to the repair shop, I noticed, okay, we have 20% left. Great. And it was like 2 or 3 kilometers. And I was like, okay, we have 20% left, it's fine. So I turned on the heating, and because I decided I don't want to freeze anymore for the last 3 kilometers. And I decided, let's have some fun, because it was a twisty road and it's an electric Mini. And it had some power, it's not like it had no power. So I decided, okay, let's have some fun with it for the last 3 kilometers. And I went in those 3 kilometers, because I had fun driving it, and I turned on the heating and everything. It went from the 20% to 7% in 3 kilometers, just because I was having fun with it. And I was like, what the hell is going on? It was draining so fast. Like, it was hard to imagine for me. Because this was really unexpected. But hey, it is what it is. I gladly took my car back home. And I drove an i1 and an i4 as well. These lasted a lot longer. So this was really specific to the Mini, that it drained so fast. The i4 lasted like forever. Not as long as a 320 diesel or something, but it really lasted a long time. So this was really a Mini specific problem, that the charge really doesn't last very long. It's a city car where you can charge every day, where it's fine, but for everything else, horrible experience for that. So I hope you enjoyed the championship. Thank you for watching. The last race was a bit, well, we didn't focus on the race and it showed, but hey, whatever, it's fine. So thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.